Hi folks! So, my name's Katie, for anyone that has yet to meet me, and this is going to be a Barre Flow style class. So, you'll just need your mat and yourself, any props for the yoga section that you may like. However, you don't necessarily need anything, but anything that just you think would benefit in your practice. And we will start with some meditation, just a few minutes to bring ourselves to our breath, a tiny bit of stretching. We'll go into some mat work. And then we will go into a gentle yoga flow, finishing off with everyone's favorite Shavasana. All right, so we're going to start off, if you want any music behind you, I'll turn some on after the meditation. But we're going to start off in silence unless, again, you decide to start your own device. So find a nice comfortable seat, whatever it is that you find comfortable. Legs could be one in front of the other like mine are right now. You could have one leg on top of the other. This is called a half lotus. Feel free to come to a full lotus. Knees could be bent, sitting upon your heels. Legs could be extended. Wherever it is that you find comfort in a seated position, let yourself go there now. Hands will be gently upon those knees. Palms can face down to begin, just feeling yourself ground. Feeling your energy start to seep into the earth, growing roots. But at the same time, you're lengthening through your crown. So it's like you're getting pulled in two directions. Eyes are gently closed. Soften through the jaw. Allow those shoulders to roll down and away. Your collarbones are separating. Your heart is open. Try not to arch your back here or around. It's just stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other. At any point, if you'd like to flip your palms around, you can. Palms facing up towards the sky. And just begin to notice your natural breath. Begin to notice your natural inhale and your natural exhale. And just notice anything that's happening in your mind right now. Notice any chatter, notice any to-do lists. Allow them to float away the more we connect to the breath. Noticing how the more awareness we have upon the breath, the slower it becomes. Nice, long, deep breaths. No force, all ease. Allowing yourself to just be here now in the present. And you could take a certain type of pranayama if that's in your practice, or you could keep the breath natural. And on your next inhale, lengthen through the crown, so sit up a little bit taller. Exhale, chin falls towards your chest, so the head is going to fall forward, the back's going to stay straight. Jaws soft, lips just fall forward, like they're falling out of your mouth. Feel any tension in the back of your neck and your upper back. Allow it to release here. Slowly starting some half neck circles, roll one ear to one shoulder. Chin comes through center as you roll to the other shoulder. Just starting to go back and forth at your own pace. Breathing into any tense areas you feel. Allow yourself to pause if that feels good, or just continue to move fluidly. Just a couple more rounds. Allow the chin to come through chest. Pause here. Rolling your head all the way up to center. Place your hands, palms facing down upon your knees. On the inhale, arch your spine. Open up through that heart. Maybe your gaze turns slightly up. Exhale, round the spine. So we're just doing some seated cow and cats here. So inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding. And it can start off pretty small. With each breath, maybe getting a little bit larger. Connecting breath to movement. We're going to do one more round just like this. And then the next time that your chest comes forward, we're going to start to make some circles to the left. So start to rotate to the left. You're going to round back. Your ribs come to the right. So just making these big circles, but not lifting the hips up. So the hips stay grounded. Just really moving that upper body. Take one more round to this side. Chest comes forward. Now let's start to reverse the direction of those rotations. Give me 2 more circles. One more. Pausing with that chest forward. Press it forward. Maybe you turn the gaze slightly up. Round it back one more time. Pause here, chin towards your chest. Come through center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, lengthen through that right, drop that shoulder down as we get a gentle side body lean. So that right hip stays grounded down, heart stays open. If you were to turn your gaze up slightly, you could see under your arms. So we're not rounding here. And notice the space between my shoulder and my ear. I'm not creeped up. There's plenty of space here. Inhale, float those hands up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, lengthen that left, tuck your hips, so no arching. Exhale, gentle lean, keeping that shoulder down. I feel like this song comes on every time I have this song, this class. And it's on a shuffle, so I don't make my playlist. A whole new world, though. Really breathe into that side body. You know you're singing at home. Inhale the hands up. Let's take a little twist here. Right hand to the outside, that left leg, left fingers behind the tail. Inhale, lengthen through that crown. Exhale, gently twisting that torso. Your gaze follows. Keeping it long through that spine the entire time. Inhale those hands up. Exhale to the other side. Lengthen and twist. Inhale, lift those arms up, connecting at the palms, lower your hands down to the heart. So we're going to work on our back body to begin with. We're going to lay down on our bellies. So come on down. You're going to place your forehead in your forearms. We're going to stay here. So we're going to work the lower half to begin. So we're going to start to lift one leg up at a time, but resting the forehead in those forearms the entire time. So we're not arching the neck like I am here, but I'm going to keep my head up so you can hear me count. So we're going to start with our left leg. So we're going to lift and lower, right leg up and lower. Make sure those hips stay connected to the earth. It's just the legs that are lifting. Left, right, left, right, up. So we're just alternating. 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 coming up. 9, 10. All right, so forehead in your forearms, we're going to lift just the top half up. So lift it up, keep your forehead on those palms and down. Lift, lower, up, down, up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those hands under your shoulders. Let's press back to a quick child's pose before we go into the next round. Come on up and down. All right, so we're going to do both legs lifting up and down for 10. So let's lift and lower. So your legs are slightly out wide. They're kind of, toes are at the corners of the mat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. So just like we did with that upper body, keeping your forehead in your forearms, or if you want, you can take your arms down by your sides. Forehead stays down. As you inhale, lift the top half up and down. Up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's come back to a child's pose again. All right, come on down. We have one more set, so we're going to have those legs wide, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift. I'm going to show you. So we're going to lift. As they're lifted, squeeze them in, bring them out, and down. So we've got 10 of those, and then we are done with our back body workout for now. So again, resting your forehead in your hands, we are going to lift, squeeze, out, down, lift, squeeze, down, oops, sorry, out, down, up, in, out, down. 4, 5, 6. Really squeeze those glutes. 7, 8. We've got 2 more. Breathe into it. Stay connected to the breath. Last one. Awesome. Let's come back to a child's pose. Round that spine. Bring your knees together. Really get in there. All right, lift that chest up. And now we are going to come up onto our knees. And we're going to come down onto the right wrist. Extend the left leg out. So, we're not sinking into that shoulder. We have space throughout. Taking your whatever hand is on top. So I don't remember what side I said we're doing. But just come to a side. And the hand that's not down, place it to your hip. Toes can be pointed or flexed, whatever it is that you'd like. And we're going to lift and lower for 10. So lift, lower, lift, lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Extend that top arm. We're going to squeeze the knee and the elbow in. and out. Squeeze, out, squeeze, out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it out, taking that arm, bring it back to your hip. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it, singles. 10, lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe. It's getting challenging for me. 3, 2, last one. Awesome. Let's come down onto our hips. So if you can, stack your knees one on top of the other. We're going to do both sides here. So take that working leg, bring it on top, and that bottom leg, let it wrap under. So toes are going to stay pointed, not sitting upon your hips. If you have a gap, you can keep it or fill that with a blanket or a pillow. And start to just lean forward, breathe into those hips. And let's switch those legs real quick before we come to the other side. So the standing leg is now on top. Little lean forward, breathing into those outer hips. You guys must love that I sing in all my classes. All right, let's head up and over to the other side. So coming up onto those knees, I'll be on my right side, but obviously working whatever side you haven't done yet. So we are leaning down and extend that leg out, pointing or flexing up to you, keeping your core nice and strong. So really don't arch your back here. Space between the shoulder and the ear. Top hand to your hip. Lift and lower for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, core strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, bringing that top arm up and over. We're going to bring knee and elbow to meet. So 1, 2, and be mindful that your range of motion may be different on this side, as you can see, or maybe you have or have not noticed. This side is a little bit more challenging to keep my leg up, but it's okay. I'm appreciating my body. 8, 9, 10, hold it out, bring that hand to your hip, pulse. 10, 9, 8, don't dip. 5, 4, 3, 2, last set is single, so drop and lift, lower and lift, down, up, down. So the glutes and the obliques are working. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that felt rough, at least for me. So bring that working leg on top this time. Knees stacked upon. So again, toes are pointed, knees stacked, wiggling out the hips. Fingertips are down, gentle lean forward, breathe. All right, let's switch sides. 605, awesome. So wiggle those hips out. Inhale, exhale, light bend. We'll do more stretching later when we get to the yoga section to really loosen up through these hips, to loosen up through our lower back. Awesome. Let's lift it up and find a nice seated position. We're going to come to a little arm work here. I like some music, but that was just not digging it. I like mellow jams, but I walk down the aisle to this song, so 5 rascal flats. Hips are grounded. Float those arms out. Drop the shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under. Let's pulse it up. Up. Little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pulse it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Circle at front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Circle back. 10, 9. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Continue to hold as we bend those elbows in and out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them in and now just bend them to a 90 degree. Drop those shoulders down and away. Let's press it back. Little presses, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Continue to breathe, working that upper back, working those shoulders. All right, hold it here. We're going to extend and bend. So bring it all the way out and squeeze it back. Out. Back. So it's like your fingertips are reaching towards me and then your shoulder blades are pulling together behind you. Stay connected to the breath. Stay connected to the moment. Feel every sensation flowing through your body. Let's hold it back. Drop those shoulders. Let's rotate it up and then parallel to the floor. So little rotations. Keeping those elbows in line with the shoulder or slightly down. Breathe. We're sculpting those shoulders. We're sculpting those back muscles. Now check your core. Is your belly falling? Draw your navel in towards your spine. All right, let's keep those palms up. Drop the shoulders. Let's press it up and down. So as we're doing that, still watch your back. So we don't want to be pressing and moving. It's just the arms. It's just the shoulders. Little presses up and down. If you're into mellow jams, I hope that you're just singing along at home, enjoying the moment. You have the upbeat songs in every other class, and I just like to bring it down. Still get the workout, still sculpt, but slowing the heart rate, slowing the mind. All right, let's hold it down. Let's flip the palms towards us. We're going to extend at an angle, squeeze in. So out, and as you're squeezing it in, feel your latissimus dorsi, your muscles, you have the greatest muscles in your back. I can't even tell you how big, but where you can feel it right here is under your armpits. It's huge. It goes on both sides of your back. You have 2 of them, on the right and the left. But really squeeze and pull. Keep that core strong. Keep yourself here. Hold it out, drop it in line with the shoulder. Drop the shoulders down, keep your core strong, palms up, let's pulse. Pulse it down. Circle it front. Keeping those palms up, those arms are extended. If you notice, might have just a slight bend to the elbow. And if you do, that is totally okay. Nothing says you need to lock everything up. circle it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, drop your shoulders. You can open up your heart, or maybe you want to fold forward, lift the arms. Coming up, take one arm across and then the other. Just checking the time. I'm probably going to elongate the bar movements just a little bit longer than I was planning to. And then we'll just get just a couple of long, deep stretches in. So let's head on to our back. We're going to do a couple of inner thighs and then finish with core. And then we'll be stretching on our mats on our back. So let's head on down. Laying down on the back. Extend the legs up, point the toes. If you have a bend to your knee, always be mindful and just let yourself be here. A lot of times our hamstrings are tight and don't force it, just be. So hands can be down by your sides, gaze is lifted up, so we're going to just bring it out at a point, flex the feet, squeeze it in. So build your resistance, navel toward your spine, keeping it nice and strong. Shoulders roll down away from the ears, they just melt into the floor. Breathe. We've got one more. All right, so let's bring it out. Flex, we're going to pulse it. 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Point the toes, bring it out, flex. Pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Point, out. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it all the way up. Point those toes, down. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Point, out. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Point, out. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Point, out. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Point, out. Flex, pulse, 3, 2, 1, hold it up. So we're just going to come back and do those point and flexes again, just single. So point, out, flex, squeeze. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Don't give up all the way to the end. Awesome job. So draw those knees in, gently rock side to side. Grab the outsides of your feet and just take a recline butterfly. So you could take it here. You could take your hands to the floor and pressing those thighs down. Maybe go take a happy baby, stretching through those inner thighs. All right, so let's bring our knees in line with our hips at a 90 degree, and your shins are going to be parallel to the sky. So your hands can be behind your head or down by your side. What happens is, I'm going to try and move my shirt up so that you can see. So what happens is, as we do this, there is a gap here in between my back and the mat. So drawing that navel in, really tighten up your core. You're going to feel everything activate here, and you're just going to hold this. So we're just going to do alternating toe taps once your lower back connects to the earth. You're just going to drop one toe down and up. So keeping the other one in line with your hip, just tapping and lifting. slowing it down if you feel like your back is lifting off of the ground. No one is telling you how fast to go. I care more about proper form than your body getting compromised. It's great to challenge yourself. It is never good to strain yourself. So offer yourself modifications, love yourself enough, honor yourself enough to release the ego and get the most out of your practice, to get the most out of your life. One more each side. All right, so you could stay with what we were just doing, or you could start to extend the leg to a hover and then up. So once again, that lower back stays connected to the back. That lower back stays connected to the mat. So no arching. We are just alternating side to side, nice and slow, really thinking about everything that's happening in the body. Find your breath, find your moment. Notice if there's any chatter returning back into the mind. Let it go. All right, one more each side. Awesome. So we're going to bring those knees in line with hips. You have one more round. So the option here is to do what we were doing, toe taps or the extension. Either way, pulling your shoulders and your head off of the earth. So it's not rocking forward, it is lifting up. So again, knees are bent, tapping the toes or extending. At your own pace, just one at a time, lower back stays connected. If at any point you are starting to feel bothered in your neck, if your jaw is clenching too much, give yourself those breaks when you need. Find your breath. If you're familiar with yoga, maybe you move on to an ujjayi breath, that constriction in the back of your throat. We're going to do two more each side. One more. Awesome. Drop those shoulders, hug those knees in, gently rock side to side. All right, so let's drop those knees. Okay, so knees are bent, feet are planted. Listen to what I'm saying, because I'm going to offer you a twist, but you need to follow the directions. So feet are planted, knees are bent, just like we're in a bridge. Lift those hips up off the floor just an inch or two. Shift your weight to the right just a couple of inches. Drop your hips down. So now you're off kilter, but you'll understand why. Extend your left leg. And now take your left hand to your right knee and guide your right knee over to the left. So you're getting this big twist. Right arm can float out to a T. Now if you notice, by throwing our hips off to begin with, this twist, we are in a long line from our crown through our toes. So it's not just a twist in any position. We have a straight spine in offering that twist so that we get the most out of it. Not worrying about if your knee doesn't touch the ground, not worrying about if your shoulder pops off. Some nice deep breaths. We did a lot of glute, a lot of back work. So just allow it to melt. Coming up through center, draw that right knee in. And now take your right hand to the outside of your right foot and lift the right foot to the sky. So it's like a half happy baby. Draw that knee in towards the shoulder. Your left hip stays connected so it's not popping up off of the ground. Guide that right knee down. So plant the right foot, right knee bends, bend the left knee, and adjust yourself at your center on the mat again. Knees are bent, feet are planted, palms are down by your sides. Inhale, lift those hips up just a couple of inches. Shift your weight to the left and drop those hips down. Extend the right leg. Right hand to your left knee. And begin to do that big spinal twist with the straight back. Left arm floats out to a T. Again, your left shoulder may not touch the earth. Your left knee may not touch. Don't worry about any of that. And just breathe and love this twist in the spine. Feeling the release through those muscles. Come up through center, hug that left knee in. Feel free to adjust yourself as you need. Left hand to the outside of your left foot. Half happy baby, left knee towards your left shoulder. So keeping that right hip connected, you may feel a nice stretch in that right hip as we are stretching also through that left hip. And plant that left foot down, knee is bent. Bend the right knee, plant that right foot down. Cross your right foot on top of the left, make that figure 4. Staying here, pressing with your right hand against that right thigh, not the knee, against the thigh. Or you can start to pick that left foot off of the ground, drawing your knees in. Right elbow holds the right leg open. Feel that deep stretch through the outer hip and roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Notice if any chatter is returning. The slower we move our bodies, sometimes the harder it is to slow our minds. Stay here a little longer in your practice, in the music, in your breath. Lowering your left foot down. Extend the right leg up. So getting that hamstring stretch, hands can stay behind the hamstring, behind the calf, behind the ankle or the toe. A gentle pull in without lifting the hips up off the ground. Shoulders still stay down. Bending that right knee, plant your right foot down. Left leg crossed on top of the right. Once again, you could stay here holding your left leg out. Or you start to pick the right foot off the ground, drawing your knees in. Holding your left leg out with the left elbow. Shoulders are rolling down. And just breathing. Soften through the jaw, soften through the third eye. Slowly drop that right foot down and extend the left leg up. Hands come behind the hamstring, the calf, or the ankle. Just a gentle tug without lifting those hips. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Slowly start to bend that left knee, plant that left foot. Let the bottoms of your feet come together, knees splay out to the side, finding yourself in Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound angle. One hand to the belly, the other hand to the heart. Eyes are gently closed. Feel the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest with each inhale and exhale. You could stay here. You could start to extend one leg out and then the other. Extending one arm, palm facing up, followed by the other. Shoulders are down. Just breathe. A couple of inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Feel yourself melt into this moment. Feeling yourself melt down from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. Begin to deepen your breath and come back to the moment. Inviting small movement into the body. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, rolling wrists and ankles. And then slowly begin to make your way to your right side. Use one arm as a pillow and place the other hand over your heart. Pause here. I watched as my journey unfolded this spring. Each place I visited gave me a lesson. People would show up at just the right time and place with exactly the words I needed to hear. Sometimes the lesson would be announced loudly, clearly. Sometimes an awareness would surface softly when I least expected it, when I was beginning to wonder if any lesson or purpose was there at all. Everything I saw and experienced ultimately reinforced my trust in God, the universe, and the power of my heart to lead me on. After all, I had taken this trip on just a moment's notice with no itinerary, and a magical adventure had unfolded. By the time this journey will end, I'll pull back into the driveway at home, and I will have learned more than to trust the process. I will learn to respect it. Do more than trust this process, the journey you're on. Become so awestruck that you respect it too. Respect your feelings in the timely manner in which they surface, heal, and lead you into new discoveries. Respect your experiences, the places you've been, the scenarios you've been through. Respect the way you've gained gold and jewels, the treasures of the soul from each one. Respect the darker moments, the more difficult times when you're uncertain and don't know what to do next. Respect the timing as your life and journey unfolds. Don't murmur about why such and such has to be the way. Don't limit how your growth can happen. Learn to respect the path of others, and learn to respect your own. Coming to your last seated position and finding hands to heart center with a gentle bow to your head. Taking a moment here to love yourself, to trust yourself, to respect yourself and the process. Sending love to all of those that are learning to love and trust the process as well. To love and trust their journey. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Connect at the palms, lower the hands down to the heart, praying to always love compassionately. Bring our thumbs to our lips, praying to always speak truthfully. Finishing off with our thumbs to the third eye, praying to always see clearly. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you all.